Hi everyone, welcome to Be Celestial Tarot. This is December general read for all my Virgos out there. I'm going to try to keep it open to see what messages want to come through. And yeah, let's see. Let's see what comes through for all my Virgos in the month of December. Is coming through for our Virgos in the month of December. I'm hearing headspace. I don't know why. Like maybe some of you are trying to prep it, like being like, I need to get in the proper headspace again. Yeah, I don't know if that applies to one person or a lot. This is a general read, so I'm gonna try to keep it open. Yeah, Two of Swords. Swords always represents like the intellect and the mind, but I feel like you're really going back and forth between either options. We'll have to decide upon something, or maybe it just goes back and forth from like feeling good and then like getting back into a dark place of like trying to find how those two things live together. Let me get one more card for right now. Okay. Yep. I feel like you're holding yourself back. Oh wow, yeah, okay. So we have Two of Swords, Tower card. So something might have happened recently, or I don't think it doesn't feel like future energy. It feels like something has really shook you to the core. Like a major change, or like it could be a change. People think the Tower card is usually bad, but I don't think it is. It, as much as it is one of those things where like things were shook at a weird point in your time, it's like things need to happen. Sometimes the Tower, it's the shaking up that needs to happen to breathe fresh things forward. And Eight of Swords, it's like I feel like you just, there feels like a lot of anxiety of like you're holding yourself back in some ways, and I don't know why that is. I'm seeing like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like maybe fear, but that doesn't even feel right. It feels like you're trapped, like you're holding yourself back. But it's like one of those things where it's like this person has a blindfold. It's just like, you know the answers, or you have the means to succeed. You just need to be the one to make the conscious decision to move forward. And I think sometimes it's easier to hold ourselves back out of fear, but it's like, yeah, it feels like a lot of trapped energy. Maybe this shakeup, like something had to change in order for you to see again, like something had to move forward or end in order for things to change and in order to create the shakeup. But it's like, how do I come back? How do I find myself again as a result? Okay. Let's see, what is coming forward? Month. And it does, like, Tower could be like a relationship, but some major change in your life is happening, or has happened, is moving forward. Okay, oh, yeah, all right. But it's all for the best. I feel like you moved into a new, like, there might be new financials, but it's like moving into energy where it feels like you can reach forward and good things are coming. Like I saw like a garden, like planting things that finally took form. And for the High Priestess, it's like for me, the High Priestess is really about strong like intuition and like listening to the voice inside yourself, but also like it's a lot about the dark and light. And I think sometimes I feel like sometimes you get mad at yourself, like if you're not positively thinking all the time, you're like, oh god, I'm so negative, but like it constantly feels like a battle between yourself, between light and dark. But just recognizing that like there's a lot of inner wisdom within you, and you have to just be better at listening to yourself. And the moon is in the corner, and that the moon for me represents intuition, so it's like just listening to yourself and giving yourself like grace to not always be okay. Like I think sometimes we think we always have to be okay, like if I'm not positively thinking, I'm only gonna bring forth bad things. It's like no, like shit happens and you can allow yourself to feel bad. And the Queen of Pentacles, like that for me is like coming into like an independence, but like a comfort with where you are in life. And the Ace of Pentacles, it's like that's really like the things coming together. Like maybe some of you have been financially strained or feeling financially strained, but like for me, that's like everything's about to bloom. Like the things you have planted are coming together. But just like be careful that like you don't overindulge. And I think that actually feels like something that you like. The thing is, it's just like the Ace of Pentacles is like a warning to not fall into greed, but I think the Queen of Pentacles understands where they are financially, and And so these two energies, I think sometimes you worry that, I don't know, it feels like a lot of battling energies between you. Like, I feel like sometimes when you have good things happen to you, or I think like when you think of yourself doing financially well, you're like, oh God, like, am I a different person? Like, I don't know, like there's some kind of guilt assault like associated with your financial well-being, and that's something you really have to dissect. And also I'm seeing a mother figure, so that might resonate for someone. So maybe like you have had to take the role as a mother, or you've had to take care of your own mother as a result. Or like just, I don't know, like I don't know if you take on a caretaker role a lot and you just worry about, interesting. Okay, 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups, for me, that's like things coming together, like everything, like they're looking forward. So on the horizon, things are working out for you. But it feels like some of you might deal with imposter syndrome of some sort. And that's frustrating. It's interesting. So the Queen of Swords came out and the Princess of Swords came out. And I kind of see those as two sides of the coin of like the evolution of who you are. So like you went from like the Princess of Swords, like someone who's very independent and just understanding that like I may not be perfect, but that's kind of okay, and like coming to terms with that. And the Queen of Swords is like that energy of like, yes, I am independent and I'm flourishing as a result. But you're like, do I come off aggressive? Like, I don't know. I feel like you have a hard time owning who you are, and that's something that's been on your mind a lot. Especially because the Queen of Swords fell out first and the Princess of Swords came back down. It's just like, or maybe you felt like you were stronger once upon a time and you're kind of like, I lost a sense of that self. Like, I want that back. Yeah, you have a lot of anxiety going on right now. The Nine of Swords coming out. Like, late at night, it's just like anxiety plays. And I think anxiety actually might be playing into your body a lot. So I don't know if you like feel very fatigued or if you've been having some chronic pain, but it feels like anxiety really is frustrating. But you don't have anything to worry about. Your spiritual team is like, you're so set, like you're fine. Like, I don't know why you feel bad about where you are. Yeah. yeah. Okay, so we had the Ace of Cups fall out, and that's like emotional fulfillment for me. That's really, that I love the Ace of Cups. For me, that's like emotionally being fulfilled, and like you're just it's finding comfort. And for me, this feels like a very personal reading. Like there's a lot of work that you're doing within yourself, and I think you're thinking a lot about your own progress, and you're like, do I have measurable results of like my own progress? Am I actually doing well? And the Ace of Cups is like, yeah, you're doing good, bruh. You're like, you're moving forward. And the Five of Torches is like, you've been setting your own path. You have been marking your own way. You've been setting things up, and like, and that could also be like creative fires and like career wise. But like for me, that's like you've set your own way. You are creating your own path, and it's gonna lead to everything you want. The universe coming out. It's like you hold the power in your hands, and like you will get what you want to. But I don't know. Like I feel like you don't allow yourself to bask in your happy. Like you don't allow yourself to think you're doing well. Like I don't know. Maybe it's like this superstition of like, well, if I allow myself to feel this way, yeah, but it's like the universe shows up after like a long trial of like bad things happening. Like you might have gone through a lot of shit in order to get where you are. Yeah, like it's like finally waking up and living in the present, if that makes sense, of like you're finally where you need to be. So just enjoy it. Like I'm gonna pull some final cards. Let's get some final cards for our oracle. Let's get some final cards for our Virgos out there for the month of December. What is some final messages? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're fine. Things are gonna work out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's so beautiful. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles. Like really just collecting, and I think some of you like your savings. Like you're fine. You're no fine. You're gonna be taken care of. Like I just keep hearing like your spiritual team like, we got your back. Like, I don't know if you feel very alone at times, but you are not. You are so divinely guided. And the Six of Torches, for me, it's like finally just like looking around and seeing how far you've come. It's that aha moment of like, I've gone through it. I've been through the ringer. And just like taking a moment to be like, oh, I did this. This is my moment to just relax and enjoy it for what it is. But it doesn't come. It's like, you can only enjoy these things because of all the shit you've gone through. Like, you had to go through it in order to enjoy. And I don't know, like, even if you're in a position, you're like, oh God, like, is this gonna last forever? You're fine. Stop stressing. Just live in the present. I'm going to pull an oracle card. These are a bit general, so I'm going to read the definition that it comes with and also see if any other interpretations want to go. Interesting. Okay. A bunch of cards fell out, so I'm going to just try to bring one card. What is coming for our Virgo? What is the message for our Virgos in the month of December? What is the message for our Virgos in the month of December? Sorry, I'm being told I need to shuffle one more time. Okay, honey. These cards are just not having it today. That's a good shuffle. What is coming for our Virgos in the month of December? Power. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. For me, this really looks familiar to like a phoenix. Sorry, I'm going to show you the card. So it's volcanoes. And for me, oh, there is a phoenix in the background. I'm just recognizing now. But like, this is like rebirth of like, you had to like, there had to be some kind of death. And like the tower card for me, it means an ending. Like things are shook, but they're shook for a reason. This shaking had to happen. And just pull. It's like with death, there's always rebirth. So old grudges should be released and let go. Heavy energy haunts us, should we hold it for too long? Allow your anger to flow through you rather than saving it all up for an explosive release. Reformation may be necessary. Sometimes the greatest powers are hidden from you. You have the power to create or destroy. Yeah, and the fire energy was really strong in this with like the wands. And for me, sometimes swords look really fiery. And I don't know, sometimes I think it's easier to just hold yourself to some ridiculous idea of what you need to be, but I think you need to let go in order to grow. Yeah. Okay. I hope this resonates. I'm sending you all my light and love. Take care.